D-Tor.
One, two. Now? Do we have sound? Yes? No? Maybe? One, two, three. Am I gone? No? Yes? We have sound? Yeah, buddy! Woo! So once again, everybody, welcome back to a new edition here at J-Core Live, the one and only talk show here on Twitch. So today it's Monday, the 1st of May, and you know what Monday means? Monday means it's J-Core Alive Day. So today we are going to review and wait, give me a sec because I need to cover something up. We are going to listen to USAO Best. It's a CD that I bought in America a couple of weeks ago at SakuraCon. And yeah, this is actually chosen by the person that we are going to have interview later, and that is DJ D-Tor. So D-Tor is coming later over for an interview. Yeah, it is pretty spicy, so I cannot really show. Yeah, this definitely goes a little bit against the Twitch TOS. So yeah, let's not show it. But I found this CD in the United States for $23. It's a total steal. And yeah, I never had this CD, and yeah, I say, why not? Let's just listen to it. But I'm definitely going to talk a little bit more about that CD in a couple of minutes. And of course, my active chatter box doesn't work, so I need to call everybody out by looking. So let's do a quick shout out to I'm the Banana, Energetics, Music, DJ Candy Core, D-Tor, Mr. Lonsdale, Tom Siegs, R, Rave Wisp, LOL, Holy 80, and that's everybody I see in the chat so far. So I hope everybody will enjoy today's show, and of course to you lurkers out there, thank you very much for joining here in today's show. I don't know how long this show is going to be, but it's probably going to be 3 hours at least. We're only going to listen to one CD this week. I'll say let's go over to the intro and let's start the show.
D-Tor.
Yes, USAO Best. And as you can see, the drawing over there is a little bit blurred, so then you have a little idea of what it is. Yes, Twitch is blurred, you cannot do anything. So yeah, USAO Best, a CD that I definitely know of. There are a lot of tracks in there that are absolute bangers. Okay, I must watch out that I don't turn the CD way too much. But there are, like I said, there are definitely a lot of bangers in there. Only sadly, not my favorite bangers are there. So yeah, cannot have it all. Yes, Energetics, Music, Lurkers Roll Call, and now from Math Nerd, I'm calling you out. So welcome to the stream. And also Tear, welcome to J-Core Live One Only.
J-Core.
Don't you get Twitch? Put a small post-it on it. Oh? Technically spoken, I could. Because we have post-its over here. Oh man, round wave question. Round wave question. Welcome very much for the ring. Raiders, welcome to J-Core Live, the one and only
J-Core.
talk show here on Twitch. Yeah, at every Mondays we are having J-Core Live, doing J-Core stuff, and Roundwave Crush, 24-month subscription to you. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Holy shit!
I'm the banana. The siren gives me first Monday of the month 12 p.m. flashbacks. Well, I can also... Oh, it is, right? At least I think it is. So, to all your raiders, today we are... Let's place my fingers correctly. We are listening to USAO Best. Shit. We are listening to USAO Best. It's a CD that I bought in the United States a couple of weeks ago. It's an oldie. It's from 2010? 2011? 12? I actually forgot from which year it was. 2016? It is definitely a long time ago. Let's see. I don't even see a date on there. Let's see. Is there a date somewhere? Maybe on a disc? Let's see. No, I don't see a date anywhere, but I thought it was 2016. So yeah, awesome CD, I think. At least with the tracks that I know of, it's definitely awesome tracks in there. And to the Raiders, if you haven't catch me yet, later we are also going to have an interview with D-Tor. It's an amazing artist, also from the how you call it? He's also the frontman of Ramen Break. So yeah, we never had him here for an interview, so today is definitely a good moment. And he is also the one that chose this CD to review. And yes, Jarson, there is censoring there. It's blurred. Blurred lines. So I will say, let's go over to the first track. Oh yeah. This is by the way, it's a 2 CD release, and we're only going to do 1 CD today, and the next CD will be next week. Antique, welcome to J-Core Live, one only.
J-Core.
So that was the first track of the show, USAO with Switch. Yes, Antique, I got my hair color back. Oh man. Thanks to Mr. Lonsdale, last weekend I had suddenly purple hair out of nowhere. So, okay, you know, about Mr. Lonsdale, never seen him, Mr. Lonsdale already for that. I've never seen him. It's the first time I saw him last weekend. And he made such an impression. Didn't even know me. I didn't even know it was Mr. Lonsdale, and suddenly we were shaking hands, whatever, and then I was dancing a little bit, and suddenly he said, "Yeah, fuck it," rip over him a pack of how you call it, chalk paint or something like that, and he just threw the whole pack over me. Like, okay. Oh man, I was so purple. My hair was so really purple. Oh my god. Didn't even realize it up until I took a picture. Can I show the picture? Yes, I can. I need to upload it first. No, where was it? I thought it was in the Discord lounge, I think. Let me take a quick look. Yeah. So, for your information, this is what my hair looked like. Thanks to Mr. Lonsdale. It was definitely a colorful event. Oh shit, I even see that even my eyebrows are purple. Holy shit. Oh man, I didn't even saw that. Oh man. At least my goatee was white. Oh man. This is also purple.
Purple rain, yes.
Purple rain, purple rain. Yeah, Banana, that's a good point. Why did my clothes got purple? Because it didn't really stick to dry clothing, apparently. My hair was they had something in my hair. Yeah, I had a little how you call it, wax in my hair, and it dried up for 2 days, I think. And I know that my hair will be really dusty, so I didn't wash my hair back then. But it stuck to my hair. And when I came home, I washed my hair, and the whole floor was purple. But yeah, why wasn't my clothes purple? It luckily stayed green. But I am going to talk about that event later, because it's definitely an amazing event. But for now, I want to go over to the next track. So the next track is going to be USAO with Nude Blanche, and also a banger. Such a banger, USAO with Nude Blanche. Well, Kim was also just mentioning, wow, that is old and recognizable. Yes, it is, because back in the past when we were more active with Decimal Sounds, it was one of those tracks that I played quite often. So yeah. Roundwave Crusher, remember when Hardstyle had outros? Well, I was there. I was definitely there. But yeah, hardstyle back then and hardstyle now, it's so totally different kind of breed. Yeah, as Roundwave Crusher said, in the past, hardstyle had an intro and also an outro, and nowadays it starts already with a beat and ends pretty much with a beat. So yeah, amazing, amazing. So how is everybody's week so far, since we haven't seen each other for a whole week? Please put the comments in Twitch, and then I'll read it up to you guys later. So yeah, my week was what the hell did I did last week? So Wednesday evening, or was it Thursday? No, I think Wednesday evening I went out for Argentinian dinner with my colleague. Or was it Thursday? No, Wednesday I went dinner. Yeah, Argentinian restaurant called Buenos Aires. No, there's an Argentinian restaurant in the town that I work. It's called Buenos Aires, and had an amazing steak dinner. No empanadas. So what the hell did it? It was a combination of 3 different kind of meats with chimichurri on the side. So it was amazing. Then Thursday we had our public holiday, King's Day, where I was pretty much preparing music for I call it for the Color Obstacle Rush for last Saturday. So yeah, I was preparing pretty much the whole day. Friday I needed to go to work. In the evening, I worked from 4 till midnight to set up a band and stuff. And there, for a second, I thought you said Kim's Day. It's always Kim's Day here. Yeah, she's laughing. So that's a good joke. And then Saturday, yeah. So Friday I worked until 12 o'clock. I came home around 12:30. I went to bed at around 1:30 because I needed to take a quick shower. Also, I need to charge the phone and whatnot. And did some last few stuff. Went to bed at 1:30. Woke up at 6 o'clock. To drive all the way to Belgium, and on the way pick up my 2 friends from Warp Zone. So yeah, it was a booking that we didn't know what we should do, because for us it was something really new. So the organization asked us if we want to do the music, and yes, of course we did. So we asked the organization, what kind of music must we play, and then they said something like, as long it's accessible for everybody, should be lots of hype music, I guess. Hype music, is that a word for it? It needs to be constantly going with a good flow. So yeah, we pretty much did that. Also some, let's see, at the first half of the event, so from from 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock. We had, how you call it, warm-up teachers that they were doing, I think, Zumba on stage, and everybody that needs to participate with the obstacle course, they should have a warm-up first before they go into the field. So there are 6 warm-up phases in there. Every phase has a color wristband, and we did that 6 times. It was amazing. So those 2 teachers were doing the Zumba. I had one MC with us and also another DJ. They were doing the music, and before I knew it, I was just standing behind those 2 instructors and just doing whatever they were doing. So I was also dancing on stage, so it seems. Let's see, what else we did? It was a great event, definitely. I played some Paul Elstak Rainbow in the Sky. So that failed horribly, because apparently the Belgian people never heard of Paul Elstak or Rainbow in the Sky. And then it was like, oh, okay, this didn't work. Like, what the hell? So yeah, then after that we just switch into something else. Banana, it's not the wrong audience per se, but I will come back to that later. So, played Paul Elstak like at 11 o'clock. So yeah, it's fine. And after that we switch into other kind of music styles. Played other musics. What else? Okay. And so at a point, I think there was like a 12 o'clock, they of the organization came with packets of paint that we needed to throw into the stage, where everybody can throw the paint wherever. And starting from that point, it was like really colorful, even on the onto the DJ deck. Yes, even on the DJ deck. So if you blow on the DJ deck, you see a whole cloud of chalk like flying up. Oh, talking about the DJ deck. And that also reminds me, I still need to write the email. In our contract was written that we should play with an XDJ RX. So to our surprise, we saw a Denon DJ 2, or the Denon DJ Prime 2, I think. We saw it over there, and it was like, okay, this isn't what we asked. So that is already surprise number 1. Surprise number 2 is that the Q button, the stop Q button, doesn't work on the left deck. At least not properly. You need to, like, actively put force on the button to make it work. During the third hour, or during the 4th hour that we were playing, the left Q button for the headphone didn't work anymore. So, at the beginning you still can sort of push those buttons, and then at a certain point, me and my other colleagues, we were like, I don't know, pressing full force on the button, and it doesn't work. The longer the event went, the worse it got. Suddenly nothing worked anymore. The sound on the stage was almost unhearable. But we did the best what we could. At Color Obstacle Rush, Duckbuster, Holy 80, and Miss Lonsdale came to see us. It was really amazing to see them just coming around and just to see them having fun. What was also really funny to see is I knew that those people, they didn't know that there was paint involved, at least not in this quantity. So on the moment that we threw out the packages into the stage, I saw Duckbuster, Holy 80, and Miss Alonso there just partying, vibing, and and I would look at them and say, "Oh man, you don't know what's going to happen now." So everybody took out the packages and just on our commands, everybody threw the paint upwards, and I saw Duckbuster like, oh shit, whoa, trying to move out of the way. Holy 80 and Miss Alonso, they were just like there, hey, yeah, fun. And Duckbuster was, no, what? Yeah, and eventually he didn't even care anymore. Let's see, where was this? It was there. It was definitely a colorful surprise. And then somewhere like around 2 o'clock or so, something like that, I went to say hi to Holy 80, Duckbuster, and to Miss Lonsdale. And yeah, I was like only 30 seconds or 1 minute in the stage together with them, or no, in the audience together with them before I got colored cummed on me. Oh man, like seriously, the full pack. He said, "Hey, yeah, oh, okay, now you're here anyway." Oh my god. So yeah, I tried to avoid the paint as much as possible, but after that it was like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? So, but Banana, coming back to you. It is apparently not the audience for Happy Hardcore, but eventually we did play like those some of those Dutch bangers. That got accepted pretty well. And when we started with hardstyle stuff, people were loving it, and was like, "Oh, okay, so these people, they did like it." So here comes my second fail of the day. So I have an hardstyle track that is from The Witcher. If you haven't seen the show yet or the game, there's an amazing track. Toss a coin to your Witcher. So everywhere where I play this track, it's in the weeb scene. Everybody loved it. When I played it at Color Obstacle Course, I pretty much killed the whole audience. And I was like, oh shit. Oh man. Banana, they did like hardstyle, and we didn't play hardcore, although at the last track I did play sort of hardcore at 180, 190 BPM. But that is like the last track, and people were loving it, so yeah. Oh man, on the moment, okay, so the whole day it was amazing. Also played some guilty pleasure tracks, but the whole crowd went off with a polonaise. It's like some sort of line dance. No, not line dancing. It's that a train dance or something like that. I don't even know how you call it polonaise. But when I played a track of K3, and K3 is the most popular Belgian children's formation, sang by 3 ladies, and the audience is for the children's and also for daddies. Okay, here's the thing with K3. Since apparently it is a true thing. In K3, those girls, they are of course I call it, they got an audition for their looks, of course. And if you look at their outfits, it's pretty skimpy. But the songs that they are saying, it's cute. And sometimes you can also hear like a double tongue in there. So it's fine for the kids, but for the adults, it's more like, I see what you did there. So for K3, a lot of fathers love to go to K3 because then they see nice chicks dancing on stage in skimpy costumes, and the kids are enjoying themselves. So yeah. Yeah. Then after that, I went home. Yesterday I was tired AF. Slept quite long. Had some ice cream in the city. Went to bed quite early, and then today work. So that is pretty much my week. Let's see, how is your week, everybody? So wait, let me scroll up. Okay, Banana had a decent week. Chatted and played games with some friends. Hadn't spoken in a long time, so it was fun. Not so much notable otherwise. Today especially was mediocre. Not having his best day, but alright. Well, I'm really happy to see that you did to catch up with some friends that you have spoken in a long time. So, amazing. Antique went to see Business City with Race Wiz and was acid techno for the whole night. Was awesome. Nice. So, acid techno for the whole night. I never really was into acid techno. And yeah, Antique, Ayumi did have the zoomies before. Let's see, what else? There, Zumba on Happy Hardcore. No, that is sadly not the thing. Let's see. Sonic Foon. Me going peep numb as I played Combat Master on Steam. Oh man, nice. Let's see, Jarson, pretty stressful week here. Lots of wares ink at the company and helping a friend with moving on Saturday, and may have something music related coming up. Oh, something music something music related coming up. Whoa, interested. Tell us more. Glitchy was at a party with Sick Mode, Restyle, and Wasted Penguins as the headliners. Oh man, amazing. In Finland? Antique. You gotta send out of your hair. Oh, Glitchy. Nice. So, in a couple of weeks, let's see, where is this? Let's see, where was it? On the 27th of May, I'll be having another Color Obstacle Rush, but then in the Netherlands, in Zandvoort. So I'll be there as well, together with my two buddies from Warp Zone that I've been to last weekend. And since this is home turf, I think that Happy Hardcore would work. I'm pretty certain it will definitely work. And Crowbat 26 month subscription. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, welcome to Jacob Live, one only. Talk show here on Twitch. Jarson, I guess if you ask like that, I can say that he and Kuro will play at the club next Saturday. Gonna post more as soon as I got promotion art and work for the club. Oh shit! Jarson, you got a gig? Holy shit! Oh man, amazing, amazing, amazing! This one goes out to you.
Oh my god!
So yeah, looking at the time, I think we should play 2 more tracks. Yeah. Let's start with USAO Sakura Era and then Frog Deposit. And also, D-Tor will also be joining us in a couple of minutes, so see you soon.
Hypnotizing.
So those were two tracks: is Sakura Era and Frog. Oh no, so it's Fog Deposit. So let's see. Sonic Foon, something bad happened to us. Some crazy dude from China tried to hack Gmail last Sunday. Oh man. And then thank God Google notified Sonic Foon and blocked his access. Well, good to hear that you could block his access. Oh man, encoder!
Oh my god!
Holy shit, Raiders! Welcome to J-Core Live, your one and only talk show here on Twitch. I am Neodash Zerox, or Joe, host of J-Core Live. Every Monday we are doing a J-Core show where we are listening to one of the 700 CDs that I have there in the cabinet, in the CD. How you call it? Drawer? Cabinet, I think. How do you even call it? The shelf? Oh yeah. CD shelves. And today we are listening to USAO Bests, and yes, my fingers is trying to hide some TOS, some TOS things. So yeah, Encoder, once again, thank you very much for the awesome raid. Hope you had amazing stream. So to everybody out there, go follow Encoder if you haven't done so yet. So yeah, let's see, what did I want to say? Oh yeah, Let 2000. Welcome to J-Core Live, your one only. Actually here on Twitch, also Breaks TV. Welcome. Yeah, Antique TOS TD. So that's that's definitely what we having here. So let's TOS TD. Yeah, it's a CD that I bought in the United States a couple of weeks ago, when I had my booking for SakuraCon. I was in one of the merchants stands. They sold like CDs, games, some kind of other artwork stuff, and I never had luck finding J-Core stuff at those shops. And I didn't even want to look at the CDs because I think it's not the things that I want to have anyway. But apparently for some reason I did look over my shoulder, and I looked at the box and I saw what is it called again? It was called Toho Remixes or Toho Dance. I don't know what it was anymore of Toho Dojin. So I was looking at it, and it was like a small box. Maybe what do I have? No, it was just a small box like this with CDs. And yeah, I saw the word Toho remixes, and I said, you know what? I just take a look. So I was like looking into the CDs, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, this came out, and I was like, no! So this was the first CD that I scooped out. Also saw some hardcore Tano-cs in there. Some of them I already had. Also saw some Alice's in Motion. Some of them I had. Also saw some from Cool and Create, if I remember correctly. One is Un Encanto from M-Neko and somebody. Also amazing CD, but I already had it. And some other Toho CDs. I didn't have a lot of money with me back then, and I also didn't have that much space in my backpack, so I only chose one CD. It's a double CD, and it cost me $23, and it was like This is absolutely a steal. So yeah, this is what we are listening today, and also in a couple of minutes we are going to have an interview with DJ D-Tor, a guy that I have met for the first time in America, of course. But I already know D-Tor for a couple of years since we've been doing Ramen Break together on this channel, and also before we did some stuff. So, Deaf Minion! Well, have a good night's sleep. Thank you for joining here today. Stay safe, stay clean. Most of all, stay...
D-Core.
So, Neka, what's up with my finger? Okay. So, I had a little accident at work last week. As we receive a lot of packages, of course, we usually need to see what's in the packages and just write them down and send it off to the correct department. So for one of the departments that we have, we bought some knives. It's probably for sculpting or whatever, but it was in its sheath. Is it called a sheath? Sheath? Something like that, in its holster. But it was like really tough to take it out. So I didn't want to go full force by taking it out. I just wanted to delightfully take it out a little bit. But as you can see, as I do this, it's there's a resisting force in there. And on the moment that I put a little more pressure on there, I tried to stop myself as well. So I took out the knife out of his holster and stabbed myself in my finger, like pretty much halfway. So yeah, pretty much about halfway in my finger. Almost like I could feel my bone or something like that. It's so it's already healed up, but it's still really painful if I bend. So the wound is already closed. It's not like it's leaking or something like that. But I'm doing this so I cannot bend my finger, because what I usually do, especially with my sleep, I tend to bend my finger, and at work. So with this, I am pretty much limiting myself. And every time if I bend or press on it, it hurts like hell. So yeah, one thing is for sure. It was really a sharp knife. My finger bled for almost 10 minutes straight. So, on the moment that I stabbed myself and on the moment that I went to the toilet, it was like in time span of 1 minute. My whole arm here was dripping with blood. It was like, oh damn. Oh, Neka, you lost 1/3 of your fingertip with a kitchen slicer. Holy shit. Oh, man. Man, this is really bad to hear. How long ago was that? Damn. Let's see. No. Oh, it's only the skin. Oh, okay. But then still. So, everybody, don't play with knives. It's dangerous. Okay, I would say let's listen to 2 more tracks, and then after we are going to invite DJ D-Tor for our interview. So yeah, let's listen to USAO with Project, and then USAO with Radiant. Oh yeah, also a fact. I heard that several Americans, like M-Neko and D-Tor, thought that the artist's name is called USAO. Yes, I also did thought the same in the past, USAO. But it's because USAO is also something that the United States have. What is it? United States Air Force or something like that? Or is it something to do with Army? I have no idea what it is, but the Americans thought it was USAO because that's a term that they also use. But the correct term is USAO, because USAO is either his name or is part of his name. So that's why USAO. So yeah, let's go to USAO Project and then USAO Radiant. So those were 2 tracks. The first one is USAO with Project, and then USAO with Radiant. So yeah, it has been a long time since we had a proper interview with an artist within the J-Core scene. So yeah, so today is the day that we are having again a new interview after so long. So I want to introduce everybody to DJ D-Tor. Only as you can see, this is the wrong screen. Maybe this one. This one is sort of better, but apparently where the hell is it? Jesus. No, it's not this one. Let's see. Is this one? Yeah, there we go. I am trying to do this on a new way, but apparently it doesn't work as intended. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Wait. Give me a sec. No, where is my camera? Jesus. There we go. Sort of something like this. Oh man, I'm such a noob with this. I'm trying to figure out which is your camera. Is it this one? No. Jesus, it's the wrong screen. Right. Yeah, there. There we go. I think, sort of. Jesus. Yeah, okay. Where is the other screen? That is here. Okay. There we go. So everybody, I would like to say hello. Yeah. I want to introduce you to D-Tor. It's an amazing artist that I have known for a couple of years now. We have been doing a ramen break since it's almost 2 years now, I think. At least. Well, we already hit. Oh yeah, okay. We already hit the 2-year mark, so we have been doing ramen break already for so long, and also apparently, I already know D-Tor from way back. Like, what is it, like 10 years or something like that? At least I know of your name. Are we muted? Oh shit! No, you are muted. Now you're not muted.
Now I'm not muted. Now you can hear me. What's up, guys? How's it going?
So yeah, D-Tor, thank you very much for spending your time together with us. Yeah, it's really amazing to finally get to have an interview together with you.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, before we start with the whole interview thing, no, it's not started. We are doing the whole interview thing. Yeah, please tell something about yourself. Who is D-Tor?
D-Tor. Guess might as well start from the beginning. I'll pretend it's a bio. I'm a 30-year-old DJ. I mix hardcore, J-core, and a bunch of other things. I live in California, United States of America, the northern side. So there is 2 sides to California. It's a pretty big state. The northern side has a pretty good rave culture, but the south side is where it's really at. If you ever see any of the raves that DJ Flapjack posts about. But I live in the north side. I've been doing J-core for over 10 years, but I've had ramen break for about 10 years now.
Nice. So yeah, let's say before you came into the J-Core scene, what is your musical background?
So not DJ related. I did take some middle school band, learned how to read some notes, took piano in college, but pretty much DJing and electronic music has always been my passion. So that's my background there. I got my first decks when I was, I believe, 13 or 14, and they were crappy CDJs. They were American DJ CDJs. And D-Tor's muted. Still?
Huh?
Fixed? Okay.
He's not muted, right?
I don't know.
Wait, nobody hears D-Tor? Can you say something?
Hola, hola.
Oh, so okay. So apparently you're there. Okay.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, I had a little bit of piano classes, a little bit of middle school band classes, but mostly was really into the DJing stuff, which I took up when I was 13 or 14. I've had about 4 or 5 different decks since then, but I started on actual CDJs, just putting it in. Couldn't do anything but cue it and pitch bend about 8%, but it was fun stuff.
So okay. Um, so what kind of music do you listen to when you were a teenager and in your 20s?
When I was a teenager and in my 20s, the first real obsession with electronic dance music was from a radio station called BPM. It's what's airs on Sirius XM, and I listened to that religiously. They played a bunch of the Tiesto tracks. It was around the time, I think 2008 or so was middle school, so Pirates of the Caribbean theme songs were playing on the radio.
Yeah.
There was some great stuff. And that's when I really got into it. If you keep in the trance and dance genre long enough, you'll eventually hit hardcore, which I did. My first hardcore song, big surprise, was Searle. It was in the MySpace days, so
Which
I
one?
came
Pika Girl?
across.
Of M-
It's not. It wasn't Pika Girl. Pika Girl is
MTC?
like when he first larded. No. Pika Girl he first had when he started EMFA music. That was the first song. I've known him since Pretty Rave Girl. I had him on my Facebook friends list. Him along with an artist producer named Starstruck. Rest in peace. He was younger than me, but he heralded Australia with force, and he had a bunch of the big people back in the day, like Inverse. Um, who else is in there? Oscore, like all the big Australian hardcore DJs were around the MySpace days, and I also talked to them on MSN Messenger. Inverse Orbit One, yeah, NECA knows who I'm talking about. Those guys were badass. So that's kind of where it fell down the rabbit hole. Of course, luckily I didn't stay in the nightcore genre too long. You know, you see it, you see the YouTube videos with the anime girls, and it says trance dance, and you're like, who the hell is trance dance? Is that a person? No, it was actually just incorrectly named. But once you get through the nightcore, you get through the Pretty Rave Girl, then you start talking to people, and then they kind of rub off on you, and that's what happened. Australia with Force's Starstruck was a big inspiration for what I do. He definitely put me in the right direction as far as DJing goes, which means sourcing your music well and legally, and not screwing people over and just downloading a bunch of crap without stealing it. But yeah, I would consider that my origin.
Okay, nice. So, okay, you have been DJing now for 10 years, right?
10 plus. I don't
10
really
plus.
keep track, but I do actually have a YouTube video. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
It's what's it called? It was like called Happy Hardcore on the Newmark mix deck, and that was probably my first official mix. That's got 47,000 views, and it was uploaded 12 years ago on August 21st, 2010. So I would probably say around then.
13 years. What, 47,000?
Yeah, 47,000.
Holy shit.
Oh, it was a crappy 10-minute mix too, dude. I was
Dude,
playing
with 47,000,
bad.
like, what the hell? Holy shit.
Well,
Nice.
it's when you do YouTube videos, it's a way to kind of steal views with the certain keywords. So the name of the mix was Happy Hardcore on the Newmark mix deck. At the time in 2010, Newmark mix deck was a new unit. So whenever a new DJ unit comes out, people YouTube it to try and see if it's worth their time and money. And it's not a review, but it's a performance mix. So that's kind of how you can steal views. I did the same thing just this year with the Denon DJ SC Life 4. I made a 20-30 minute mix, Future Funk on it, but I put SC Life 4 in the title, and that's already got 1,000 views. So that's kind of how you fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Oh man, I really need to
Neka
learn.
DJ says that's me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had some peach fuzz on my face, but
Peach
that
fuzz.
that was me in the video. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
man.
if you go into the comments, people were roasting me because I had peach fuzz. I was like 13, and I had a towel because it was hot.
Please
Yeah,
send a link
bad.
because we need to show this on the show.
Oh sure, why not? Why not? Oh no, I had it. I just had it up.
Oh man, so now I am excited to see what it is.
Yeah, that was some good times. But as of what where you want this? May 2023. I've got 810 videos uploaded to YouTube, which is kind of a lot. There's almost
810?
810. Almost every single one is an hour long. There's a couple crap ones in there, but a lot of them is ramen break and mixes that I've made.
Right. Press the wrong button. So
Hey, it's
happy hardcore on a new Mark mix deck. So it's 15
I
mix.
got some serious baby face on that video.
So let's see what it is.
DJ D-Tor, and I'm making a 15-minute mix for YouTube because it's been increased, which is great for little demos like this. And right now,
man, you look young.
The new Mark mix deck, and it's all me, no programs, just this. So let's see it.
So
I was actually back before I got corrective eye surgery because that's what I got. I wear glasses. I used to have really shit vision. It was like astigmatism up the butt, but I got it fixed with lasers and stuff. It wasn't that technically LASIK. It was like PRK, which is worse. It's an older what is it called? Older procedure where they just cut open layers of your eyes and then blast it with lasers to fix it.
okay.
But yeah, NECA DJ, that was the new Mark was one of the first all-in-one standalones that you could do. It's got CDJs, you could take CDs, you could take USBs. It was a controller. There's a little iPod in the middle, which you couldn't really do anything with besides just control the channel. And yeah, it just did everything, and I ran that for a very long time, up into the Jordi Desv days.
So was it like one of the first standalone units, or was the RX already out there?
Oh heck no, the RX wasn't out yet. No, this was one of the first standalone units, but it was plastic and it was Newmark, which wasn't, and it was a Pioneer, so it didn't sell, crazy amounts.
Yeah,
I also had a black edition, which is a special edition.
Oh man. So
I still have it. It's under my bed.
Oh man. So this video got 47,000 views.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see. I mean, 47,555.
No, but still, for 13 years ago, this is then a pretty solid deck, as you can go with USBs, CDs as well.
It worked on Virtual DJ. I don't think record box was around at the time. Neither was Serato, so it was just Virtual DJ. You can use CDs, USBs you could plug in.
Man.
And there was like one more thing about it that was really cool. Oh, I mean, it's got onboard effects too. Like it had like 6 effects. It was cool. There's a flanger, phaser. I think that's all I used.
So they were pretty much like one of the first doing a whole standalone thing.
Yes. Since then, they've made the other versions of the mix deck, but they've since discontinued it. I don't think they do it anymore.
So, that's an awesome deck. So that was your first one, and how many decks have you gotten so far?
That was my second one. So the first
second
one
one.
is a super old American DJ. I don't even know the name of it. The second one, that one I got, I believe it was on my 13th birthday or so. See, 2010. I think how old was I?
2010, you were 17 years back. So
I was
13 years back, you were 17.
I was 17. Yeah, probably about 15 is when I got that deck. Then I got, what did I get? I got another Newmark because I love Newmark. It was the Mix Track Pro, I believe. It's the one with the speaker built in and it's got the light show. Then I got the Newmark NS7 III. I bought some DJ decks for some friends. I went through a couple. I had a DDJ 400 before I sold it, and then a couple other small controllers I sold on like auction. And now I'm rocking the DDJ 1000. I'm actually trying to sell that because I want to upgrade to the more recent DDJ FLX10. I want that one.
Flex
That one's
10.
got stems on it, and it can work with Serato and Rekordbox. It's good.
Okay, why Serato?
Serato actually has a really good stem system. Like it's a little better than Rekordbox's. And also Serato has access to a program called SoundSwitch. So SoundSwitch is an automatic DMX light show program. It's a little better than Rekordbox's. I run 3: SoundSwitch, Rekordbox lighting, and another one called My DMX Go, which American DJ makes. But SoundSwitch is by far the easiest and cleanest look. Do you want to see another video of mine?
Oh yeah, sure, why not?
I'll show you what the SoundSwitch can do. So it was my friend. I had a friend who worked a retail store with me, and she asked me if I could do a light show for her to dance to. So this is K-pop, by the way. I did the light show, and she danced to it, and that's what I used, the DMX.
So this is a light show that is connected to...
The computer, correct? Yeah. And that's why I really like SoundSwitch. It's just much cleaner for music making light shows that aren't throw up. There's a lot of just effect throw up that makes light shows look bad.
Oh man.
It took me about a week to make, and I was still new to SoundSwitch, but I really like it.
Okay, so but how does it work? Is like...
It shows you a grid, kind of like FL Studio, and you just gotta determine which color and which shape and when to activate it. And it takes a while, you know. It's just all these parabolas and graphs that you gotta do. This isn't even the best one. I think I had a second one. She did another one.
But can you mix in live or not?
No, I just used this. I just used the dance, and then I did the video for her, and then I recorded it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I must be honest. That is kind of cool, though. So, okay. Other than that, how did you came into the J-Core?
J-Core. So I did 2 to 3 YouTube videos. It was called like J-Core Sanity, J-Core Insanity, J-Core, etc. It was just J-Core, and then I have the capitalization of some random noun with a bunch of exclamation points. I did about 3 or 4 of those before I got contacted by a DJ named Weeabooya. That's James Reed. He ran Dojin Dance at the time. He came to me with the suggestion to do a J-Core radio show. At the time, it was on digitally imported hardcore radio. And I said, sure, I'd love to play. Sign me up. It was like a rotating DJ thing, kind of like how it is now. But it was like Weeabooya, Knock V, Riot Angel, me, and then 2 more people who kind of didn't submit. So out of the 6 original DJs, only like 1.5 still remain, which is me and Knock V. Weeabooya has since quit. But also, doing Ramen Break, when it first started, it was like a good solid 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, which it was a weekly show. So that means 3 shows before it just fell apart. And at a certain point, about a month after that, I was like, you know, this is a really good idea. I want to keep it going. So out of pure spite, I decided to keep Ramen Break going. Did it every week on digitally imported hardcore radio. Took over basically and just kept making episodes. And it's gone through a couple different handles. I've had different partners come and go. Shimotsuke and D-Luke, to name a few. Shimotsuke has since quit, but D-Luke is still around. And now you are one of the partners that I have on Ramen Break. Yep. But as it stands now, that's kind of where it is now. It's found its home here on Twitch and happyhardcore.com after digitally imported hardcore radio and YouTube.
So Ramen Break came a long way. So
It has.
so okay, well, what is the story behind Ramen Break? So how did it came to be? How did you came on the name? What's the whole backstory of it?
Yeah, like I said, Ryobuya came up with the original name and concept originally for a J-Core show. And he kind of just presented it to me, and I said, yeah, I'm down. Once everything fell apart, I said, I'm still down. I'm going to keep it going.
Yeah.
And I've made an episode every week until I couldn't, and then I did it twice every month until I couldn't. And now we've settled on a month. You don't need to make a new J-Core mix every week. At a certain point, it gets very tiring, but that's also how I hit 100 episodes really fast, is I just did it every week. In fact, I get comments in the YouTube be like, I was still listening to the last week, so you already have another one. I'm like, yep, yes I do.
So okay, and which year does it start?
It started 10 years from now, or before this, 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, okay. So 2013, and because upcoming, tomorrow we are on episode 170. Is it correct?
170 tomorrow. I mixed this one. I made a really fun video with a lot of Morgan in it. Yeah. But I hope you guys do tune in tomorrow. Twitch.tv/Neodash who will premiere the episode.
So
I hope to see all your faces there. Pretty funny.
But what is the story behind Happy Hardcore? Because how did you came to the place?
Happy Hardcore, the website. Yeah. Happyhardcore.com is an old radio station, online radio station. It's actually older than Google. It's a very old website. And they've been running shows forever. They had the Aussie Hardcore show. They had the Jiminy Cricket show, Hardcore Hodgepodge, which is now migrated to Twitch and has been a whole big video thing. But back in the day when we were airing it by, let's say, 2015 or 16, it would be Annika's Hardcore Hodgepodge show, and then my show would play after. And how I fell in line with them really is, again, one of my good friends, D, I believe is the one who got me in contact with DJ Silver. Basically, people just come up to me and say, hey, you should really work with this person. I'm like, that's a good idea, I'll do it. So at the time, digitally imported hardcore radio was kind of falling apart. The previous manager, that was Jimmo, has pretty much quit hardcore, moved genres. He did the London Sounds Exposed show on DI.FM. And they were kind of moving away from mixes and towards just single songs. And then they were just heavy on ads. So that's when I kind of left digitally imported hardcore radio and migrated over to Happy Hardcore. DJ Silver has been really great. Has definitely helped me get through with it. It's been home there ever since. It still airs there, by the way. And also he's helped me through some ramen dreams too. A lot of what helped me plan those online events, DJ Silver helped me with.
Okay. So yeah, the Ramen Dream. Let's talk a little bit about that, because we all know what Ramen Break now is. Since especially with the people that tune in with Ramen Break here on Twitch in the couple of 2 years. What is Ramen Dream?
Ramen Dream is an offshoot of Ramen Break, where I just wanted to have an online event celebrating the Ramen Break 10-year anniversary. The first official. I've actually hold on. Let me look it up. I do anniversaries, and they didn't always follow the formula of naming. Because the first Ramen Dream was 2017, but the first actual anniversary event I did was the 2-year anniversary. The 2-year anniversary was D-Tor, Mitomoro, and Ranzor, and that was 2015. The 3-year anniversary, the first one was called Ramen Relay Race, by the way, because it was a back-to-back. And you can't really back-to-back on the internet. You kind of just, all right, I did my 30-minute segment, then we're going to edit yours in right after.
Yep.
So that's on YouTube. The next one after that, Ramen Dream, the 3-year anniversary, was D-Luke D back-to-back D-Tor D-hyphenated Train 2, the Chew edition, also known as episode 75, which was 2016. 2017 is when I did a real, actual event style where everyone did their own mixes, but I also assigned them episode numbers. So episodes 96 through 105 were done by Shimotsuke, Ranzor, Liu Ai, DJ Kuro, myself, Norar2R? How do you say that? N-O-R...
I usually call it Nora2R.
Norar2R. D-Luke D, QB Raver, Arkari, and Aki. And then the real big Ramen Dream was 2018, and that's the first Ramen Dream 1, the Ramen Brick 5-year anniversary, and that's too many people to name. So that's kind of how Ramen Dream came about. When I first started planning it, I kind of took inspiration from one of my artist friends. I use my artist friend Ify for a lot of art assets that are involved with Ramen Break in general. She did the logo. She did Mio. Not Mio. She did do Mio recently, but she did Vey all 3 years. So she had an art that was unnamed. Just drew her once randomly and called her Dream Girl 2.0. And I'm like, that's cool. And in the caption, she said, I like this design. I want to draw it again. So I emailed her and said, hey, you want to draw her again? I'll pay you. Sure. Okay, great. Let's do it. I want to make her the poster girl for an online event. And then that's kind of where it came out of. So I took the name of the art piece, which was Dream Girl 2.0, named it Ramen Dream, and kind of just ran with it.
Okay, awesome. So, okay, let's go back to your DJ career, because you have been DJing now already for 13 years.
Probably.
Okay, how long did it take for you to get your first booking?
My first booking. So there was a group in the anime convention scene out here, SAC Anime, SAC Con. They technically booked me for one of my first bookings. It's hard to really tell when the first booking was, but I basically played the outdoor eating area of an anime convention. Standing there, I was wearing a Buzz Lightyear outfit, but that was my first gig. That didn't really pan into doing more things with them. They had some internal issues. Past doing that, I was pretty dark because I was doing a lot of internet stuff and didn't really get anything IRL until Plur Bunny. Plur Bunny is the name of the promoter out here that lives in Sacramento. He goes by Carrot Core. He did change his name to DJ Nancy Boy, but basically he ran the events out here, which were super small. He hired Cheesy P from San Francisco, who I did some gigs for in San Francisco with. He was a DJ. I forget the name of it, but that promoter left too. It's just all over the place. So we did that. Once I met Plur Bunny, I actually gave him my business card. He was like, hey man, give this to whoever you think can work with it. So then he ended up giving it to a promoter named P Kitty out in San Francisco, and he does the So Stokes. I don't know if you know anything about So Stoked, but they book
heard of it.
Profile people. Yes, they just had Darude. They had Little Texas recently. They had Assertive. Assertive even came out. And he gave him my business card and said, "Wow, no one's ever given me a business card. Let's see if you can do it." So he actually hired me, and then that's been going. And since knowing P Kitty, I've expanded to knowing a lot more promoters. Candy Core, I met not through P Kitty, but just in the online space. Solar runs another event in Oakland, which is a city over from San Francisco, and he's hired me recently. I have a gig there this week, my first one, and hopefully, just knowing that one person spreads out into knowing multiple people.
Okay.
Hopefully that answered your question, right? That's what you asked me, right?
It definitely did answer your question. So
I do want to mention, as far as anime convention bookings go, I go through the whole sign up process where I just apply, and I've gotten it twice now, but that also means I've gotten it twice without knowing anyone prior.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, I would say let's go listen to the next two tracks, because we are still listening to let's hide the anime titties. So we are still listening to USAO Best. Yes, anime titties. It's cannot show because of TOS stuff. So let's listen to the Tano-c All Stars, the Tano-c Tour 2012, the Anthem USAO remix, and then USAO Unstable Shake. Let's see, where is my record box? Oh, there. Go.
You don't need out, because the end is what's the F. You're not the law, she has said, here's what Missouri.
We are going to play a typical number with a typical amount of loud and low passage.
Contact with the camera.
Don't worry about that. So that were two tracks. The first was Tano-c All Stars, the Tano-c Tour 2012, the anthem, the USAO mix, and then we switch over to some Frenchcore stuff with USAO Unstable Shake. So yeah, we are also still having an interview with D-Tor. Yeah, he's the head honcho from Ramen Break, also my boss.
My boss? Your boss, I mean, yeah.
No, you're my boss because I'm working for you.
But, you got that flyer yet?
Which flyer?
Flyer for tomorrow.
No, you haven't sent me that one yet.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
So, yeah, in case you don't know what is Ramen Break.
There's a ramen place in the city. Girl working there is so damn pretty. I fall for her harder every day. I came for the hardcore sound, but I stay for the best noodles in town. Served to me by my dream girl. It's ramen break.
So tomorrow we have a Ramen Break. Yeah, Ramen Break is a show from. Let's see, this side. It's a show from D-Tor. Has been doing Ramen Break for quite some time now. Tomorrow's also episode 170, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Number 170. Like DGT just said, 1% almond and break and 99% hot gas. Yes, let's go.
Yeah. Brr, 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 brr.
So also another thing with Ramen Break. This is a gift I got from a D-Tor. Where the hell's the camera?
Good.
There. There we
Very
go.
good.
There.
That shirt, it's performance ready, dry fit, anime girl, branded. Great.
Oh man. So Yeah, this t-shirt was is yeah definitely amazing. It feels good. It's soft. It's smooth. My nipples are hard, but that's other kind of information.
If
No,
you're
but
sweating it, it's gonna be real good.
I haven't been sweating in it yet. So,
Hey, is it gonna be summer there in Germany
but I don't live in Germany,
or the
so I don't know.
Netherlands? Not sorry, Netherlands.
No, there's two different things. The Dutch people don't really entirely like the Germans, in general.
In general, okay, my bad.
I'm married to one, so
I I failed geography. It's okay. I don't even know where I am.
doesn't matter. So, yes, hi Decimal Sounds. Thank you for the chatters thing. So off by thanks. So yeah, D-Tor. Not only did you mix happy hardcore and J-core, are there also different kind of music styles that you do?
Out of what I mix, I do future funk, electro swing. I barely did dubstep, so let's not call that. Trap, future bass, trance, hands up. I do weddings, so I do like the '90s throwbacks, kind of like the club stuff, but the good ones, not the bad ones. So I call them throwbacks, and then I do hardcore and J-core. And out of what I produce, I make pretty much exclusively hardcore. I have not attempted to make J-core yet, but I've also made a little bit of drum and bass and gabber.
Okay, so yeah, okay. You just mentioned that you're also a producer. Yeah, tell us something about your projects.
Projects. I actually started to really start trying again. Once 2019, 2020 hit and COVID happened, there was just a bunch of other priorities that needed to be handled first. So I didn't really give much time to producing. But I recently started up again. I'm very close to doing 2 tracks, finishing them. They will be free releases, but I also need to get them mastered once I find time to just go through them again. And I recently completed a track with Dag and No Left Turn. We did a song called Boom Boom, which was a remix, but that's still kind of in limbo. We've been playing it out at our IRL sets, but we barely have played it online yet. And then before that, I do a couple collabs with Knock V. I come to Knock V with a crazy idea, and half the time he's down to do it. So we've worked together about 3 times now.
Okay,
Really
nice.
fun stuff. Yes.
So, when was it? It was like a little last year or 2 years ago. You also came up with. I don't know if you did something with it, but you released Dream Girl.
I did. 2020 was when Dream Girl came out. That would be 3 years ago. That
Oh,
was for
yeah.
Ramen Dream 2. That's Mitamoro and Searle featuring Lexi. The name of the song is Dream Girl. So I commissioned that entirely. I didn't actually work on it, therefore my name's not on it. Mitamoro wrote most of it. Searle did the lyrics and Lexi sang it. Searle also did the vocal processing, but most of it's actually Mitamoro. It's all of their own production there, and one of the best songs I've ever had done. Super proud of it. I want to do a sequel, but as of right now, pretty hard to get talent in the books to do a sequel. But I'd love to do one. A sequel song, if you know what I mean. Kind of like how MTC Saga with Searle, he does like a story through him. Mine would be kind of a story.
Okay. So from the Dream Girl can be the Dream Wife.
Kind of. I was gonna do a duet. I was gonna have the same people sing it, and then have introduce another voice in there. It would be a Japanese voice though, and they would sing to each other in different languages. So I thought that would have been a cool idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's...
Yes, Jarson, that was a commissioned song. Completely commissioned because I wanted it.
So, okay, for Dream Girl, how long did it take to complete the project?
About 3 months. So between getting it started in, let's say, because the deadline was March, getting it started was around October, finished around December, and then the first 2 months I actually did a remix EP. I hired 8 different producers of varying talents and styles to do a free remix EP, including myself. And we released that on Lucky Lotus Records over on Bandcamp, which you can get right now. But out of all those remixes, probably the hands down best one is Alaguan's, who was a surprise remix by the way. I didn't actually hire him. So I was really protective of the remix pack when I gave it out to certain people I was picking and choosing. And then Alaguan came out of nowhere and was like, "Here you go." And I'm like, "Huh?" And he's like, yeah, I got a remix for you. I'm like, I was polite. I didn't know that he was doing one. And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me listen." I'm like, "Oh, cool. It's fire. You want to be on it? Tight. Okay, let's put you on." But it turns out he's actually dating the vocalist. So he was dating Lexi at the time.
Yeah.
And that's how he got the remix packs. And I was just like, I didn't know. Alaguan didn't even blow up yet. Now Alaguan is being heralded as like the next Searle. He's on 24/7 hardcore. He's doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And he's a really cool guy, but I just didn't know at the time.
No, but yeah.
So that was like a surprise remix.
That was definitely a true fact.
There's a Aki made a Makina mix. No, he made a Funcom mix. The Funcom mix is really fun. I did an old school mix. There's a Hentai Core one. It's just a bunch of good remixes on that EP.
Yeah, one of my favorite is also still the Alaguan version.
Yes, I switch between the Alaguan and the original. I've yet to really play it out in IRL. Well, I do, but like just in normal gigs, I tend to just not put it in. But I really should be putting it in every gig now that I think about it. It's my freaking theme song, you know what I mean?
So, okay, how am I going to ask this question? So, how did you felt on the moment that you hear Dream Girl at SakuraCon?
I'm like, oh boy, he did it. This madman, the absolute mad lad. He put it on. I hope everyone could sing along. I don't think they did. I was also recording, so I was sitting there with a straight face, and you were getting all hype in the camera, and I'm just like, I gotta make sure I frame this correctly. I'm gonna mess up. But no, I was really happy. I'm super thankful that you played the song out. And it went down hard. It was awesome. Such a good song to just sing along to.
Yeah, I sang along. I sang along with all the breath that I had.
For sure.
But yeah, it really went down well, and yeah, it was for me as a sort of a thank you for coming over to SakuraCon. And okay, it's you cannot really consider as a gift, but it's more like as a respect also towards you, and also need to represent Ramen Break. So yeah, Dream Girl needs to be in there.
Yes, thank you so much for that.
So yeah, so a couple of weeks ago we met in the United States. Let's see, when was a few months before I got booked for SakuraCon. It was not even 100% for sure, but I told D-Tor that I might be coming over to SakuraCon. It's not entirely sure yet. And then like 10 minutes after, okay, I already booked my tickets. And I was like, dude, it's not even for sure yet.
It's okay. I wanted to go anyway. I went last year on my own for the first time, just to feel it out, scope it out, and I had such a blast that even the slightest hint of you being there, I'm like, all right, good enough reason for me. Let's go, book it. So
yeah, D-Tor was one of the 2 people that I asked to come. Sadly, one other wasn't able to come, but I was so happy that D-Tor said, yeah, I already booked my tickets. I was like, dude, I'm not there yet, but he already booked it. And the closer I got to the confirmation, I said, dude, I'm coming. I want to meet you. So yeah, I'm so happy I got to meet D-Tor.
I'm so glad you came out and smashed it.
Oh man,
check out the full video on my YouTube.
Go check out his YouTube. it's really a pity that we don't live like close to each other, because I don't know, the chemistry between like me and Candy Core, and like me with you. You can definitely be one of my best friends. It's like
Thank
what?
you.
We were even spooning each other.
We don't talk about that. In
Oh,
public.
what happened at the con stays at the con?
What happens in the con hotel room stays in the con hotel room unless you get like me drunk enough. In which case it'll be outside of the hotel room. But we got pretty dank out in there. It was a good time, very good time.
OnlyFans.com/jcore.
It just felt bad, you know, because it was a hotel room and you wanted to sleep, but everyone was getting hype at 6 a.m.
Oh man.
The afters. There was no music, but there's definitely the afters.
So okay, I was already saying to Candy Core and to his partner that I really need to have my sleep, because I cannot party up until 3 o'clock in the morning. I really need my sleep. I really need my sleep, even on the day itself. But Candy Core and his partner was so respectful and say, if you want to go to sleep, then we can also go to other hotel to keep on partying. And I was like, I don't want to be that party pooper. And I was like,
I'm so glad you did though. You party hardy. It was a good time.
So yeah, there was not much sleep involved. So we were there already on the Thursday, and the first day we already went sort of hard until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I wasn't there
and
that
then
first day.
what?
I wasn't there that first
No,
day.
you weren't there because that was the pre-party ish thing.
Pre-party.
So, and then Friday, it was the day I was so excited to meet D-Tor. It was like, oh man, I'm gonna meet him. I really hope that the D-Tor was a chill guy. I really hope.
Yeah, no, D-Tor's a dick.
No, the thing is, I see it so often that on internet people are either really amazing and a douchebag in real life, or a douchebag on internet and really nice in real life. So
I've never seen that, but I have seen people where I met in real life that were in the J-Core scene and then ghost me, and it's like, the hell, man? We met up and like had a smoothie, and now you're just not talking anymore? Was I that bad? I feel like betrayed on a Tinder date, this kind of thing.
So yeah, we met up with D-Tor at how you call it, the second
Sakura-kun?
building.
Oh.
It was in the second building, but you were in the first building, if I remember correctly.
I don't know what building you're talking about, but basically we met up in the convention center. I showed up and was like texting Candy Core. I'm like, hey bro, I'm here. Where's my ticket? I need to get in. And we had trouble finding each other, but we eventually did. And you guys were all outside. There's a bunch of people. There's some danger dogs. There's cold. You were wearing your red jacket thing. It was cool.
No, because the convention was in two buildings. You have the convention center where the party was, and you had the other building where the I call it where the merchandises are.
Yes, there was an artist alley and the DJ area,
Yep.
as well as the vendor hall. This is the first year they used the new convention center. They didn't get approval for the top half of it, so they had to split it up. But I assume next year they're gonna all have it in one building, which is gonna be good. But yes, this year was split. It was like a 15-minute walk just to get from the artist alley to the vendor hall, and it was a horrible cold walk. But we did it.
Yeah, it's horrible, cold, rainy. Ugh.
Is gloomy. I'm about to get mugged out here, sitting there in my bright anime Morgan shirts. You know that just paints a target on my back. You know. God dang.
No, but so I was mentioning it the whole time. I really need my sleep. No, tomorrow, no partying. I really need my sleep. Then the Friday evening, D-Tor came to the hotel room. He was fucked up.
I got a little fucky wucky. I shouldn't have. So the second day I didn't take anything, but the first day I was just like, I'm fucky wucky to the point where I just can't talk to anyone, which is a bad look. So I didn't do it.
Eventually, you were like sleeping for 20 minutes in the hotel room.
I was sleeping sitting up at the rave, bro. You didn't even notice.
No, I didn't really. No, I don't know if you were sleeping because you were answering me.
Yeah, but I was still sleeping. Nah, yeah. So the second day I didn't do anything, which ended up being better.
Yeah, the second day was until 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, drinking's fun and all, but maybe you should do it when you're not working.
So
I remember
yeah.
last year, Candy Core's hotel room was popping, and he definitely had brought the drinks the first year. And we went to other people's hotel rooms to drink some more. Like, I don't know who these people I'm cheersing, but cheers, bro.
No, but it was really. I really had an amazing time at the hotel rooms because I must be honest. It's for me. It has been 2006, 2007, since 2007. So that is 16 years ago that I had my last real hotel room party.
Oh my gosh,
went
bro.
off.
What's wrong with you?
I became older. It's like, and then yeah, and then I had my wife, and she's not really much of a party goer. So yeah, and
Yeah.
she always needs to sleep, and then eventually I also need my sleep. So I was not used to it anymore, but it was like definitely one of the best times in my life what I had.
Yeah, I mean, it usually gets a little crazy, so I'm glad that we party hardy without getting that crazy. But yeah, party rooms can get wild. I know a couple cons that are just known as being the party con, which go a little more wild than us. They would book out a suite. They would bring stripper poles that install into the hotel room and put it up just for the weekend, and then they'd have the DJs playing the rave and the thing, and then they'd put stuff in their windows so you would visit them. Oh my gosh, it was just wild.
So yeah, no, that is yeah, so amazing, and yeah, I get to meet you, and that is yeah, I pretty much hit all the goals there.
Tight.
So oh yeah, also a funny thing is because I know D-Tor's real name, and I assumed also looking at
Oh my
at
gosh,
who
are
he
we
is,
talking about this?
I really thought he was like Spanish or Mexican, and it was like.
Oh, sorry to disappoint my guy.
I don't know if I am disappointed or not, but I was surprised when he said that he was a part Filipino.
I'm full Filipino,
Oh,
actually.
you're full
so
Filipino. I was
I'm
like,
full Filipino.
but
Yeah,
your name
I
doesn't
don't-
add up.
My name adds up. I got a Spanish last name.
Yeah, but I forgot that that the Philippines was taken by the Spanish back then, so
Yep.
kind of forgot about that.
You can pretty much tell a Filipino apart if they look Asian but have a Spanish last name.
Yeah, so that's why I thought you were Mexican or something like that. So
Okay, I mean,
so
I get it.
I really thought that to get my whole big American experience that I also will meet a Mexican. Well, that
Oh,
failed.
this dude. Dude, this guy. We don't need. If you really wanted, I could have brought a Mexican. It's not that hard.
So yeah, this time it's a Mexican. No, but in all honesty, yeah, if you get the chance to meet with D-Tor, just do it. It's amazing person. Also with Candy
Yes.
Core, oh my god. Talk about Candy Core.
The great thing about knowing Candy Core is whenever the need does arrive, he and I can like go to each other's states pretty easily. Using the airline, it's only about $60 one way, so it's 120 both ways, which is such a cheap flight for a 2-hour flight. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, knowing all these people in different states on the West Coast, we're all still close enough that we can make something happen if we need to.
Yeah. No, but also like Candy Core. Oh my god, he's such an amazing person.
Candy Core's, I was gonna call him a queen, but he's the goat.
He's definitely a goat. No, but the thing is, I have seen Kenny Core last year during Unmuted, and seriously, I know a lot of Dutch people smoking weed and stuff, but Kenny Core is the only person that I know that it's smoking almost like 24/7. It was like, what? How the hell? And on the last day, if I remember correctly, he had like I don't know, he still had a lot of weed, and and then on the last day he smoked all the weed, and I was like, dude, the fuck? How can you do that?
All by himself, I'm sure.
So I know that that he does it quite a lot, but when I was in the US, I was like, yeah, yep.
I'm pretty sure Candy Core is alone in that regard. I don't smoke that much. I don't know many people who smoke that consistently. Well, I know one guy, but yeah, you know, every other person who smokes just smokes all the time.
No, but what really does amaze me a lot is that even though that he smokes a lot and he hits up the bongs,
Yeah.
he is still sane. He's still there, and you can still have amazing conversation with him. It's like,
Oh yeah, he knows how to do it. I know he knows how to work it.
like he could be the what's his name again? It's from Scarface.
I thought we just called him Scarface.
Okay,
the cocaine guy.
he could be like the cocaine guy, the Scarface, full with drugs and all. But seriously, you can have such. Oh yeah, Tony Montana. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you hear the the blow dryer. They're hearing the blow dryer. So but seriously, with it's so amazing to see that the amount that Kenny Core is smoking, you can still have a good conversation with him. It's not like it's like. So yeah, so amazing, so great. Let's see what time is it. Oh, we still have a half hour. I would say let's go over to the next two tracks because we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go here with the USAO best. Yeah.
USAO.
USAO best is that one.
USAO.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, what does USAO stands for?
Doesn't stand for anything. USAO. Good music.
So let's listen to Irrelevance and the Non-Combustible Waste. we're starting again. So those were 2 tracks. The first one was USAO with Irrelevance, and then the second one is USAO Non-Combustible Waste. So D-Tor, of course, for the people that just tune in, we are having an interview with D-Tor. It's the head honcho of Ramen Break, an amazing artist, amazing DJ. Go follow him, of course, because every now and then he also have DJ sessions on Twitch. And yeah, every first Tuesday of the month we have.
There's a random place in the city. Girl working there is so damn pretty. I fall for her harder every day. I came for the hardcore sound, but I stay for the best noodles in town. Served to me by my dream girl. It's ramen break.
Sorry, we were muted.
You're muted.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead. Go ahead. Ask the question again.
So I'm asking the question again. So, D-Tor, can you please give us a little information about what we can expect for tomorrow's Ramen Break?
All new tracks from albums I bought. I've collected from the past in the two to three. What is it? Weeks. I got a Gundam Witch in there. Got some fun stuff in there.
Oh, but who's playing?
I am playing.
Oh shit!
I'm playing.
Air horn, bitches!
Yeah. So I've got to put it in a mix every now and then. Unfortunately, I know it's why even bother at this point now. But I'm doing May. I have Digital Dot for June. I have July. I have Solar, who is a Oakland relative or native. And then August, I believe I'm gonna get Airbreak, who premiered for me through D on Ramen Reality, the first one. I still need to confirm with him, but that's going up to August, and then I have plans for September. So like for a guest mix for September. But considering tomorrow's, it's going to be really fun. It's really fast. It's all mixed at 180. I've been playing a couple of the club tracks that I've been really enjoying. And it's got, I'm going to spoil it now. It's got about like 15 minutes of Makina. So I feel like,
oh yeah, boy, Makina,
it's
let's
gonna
go.
go fun.
Let's go, Makina.
Makina.
I love
Maybe,
it.
maybe 11 minutes. I don't know. But I played three Makina songs. Well, however long that comes out to be.
So you can expect us tomorrow here at Ramen Break. Same time as J-Core Live starts, so definitely hope to see everybody there tomorrow. But yeah, D-Tor. We haven't mentioned about your YouTube channel and stuff. So yeah, tell us a little bit about your YouTube. How long do you already have your YouTube?
YouTube I've had a little bit longer than Ramen Break's been around for 10 years. My YouTube's been around for at least 15. I started it when I was a teenager. I took it from a guy in middle school. So my parents forbade me from starting a YouTube account. So I got around that by just stealing someone else's. So technically it wasn't signed up with mine. Why? No, well, it was like my friend's brother who didn't use it. So I just used his login. And then I just kept uploading stuff to it, and now it's mine.
No, but why did your parents forbid you to make an account?
Well, they're Asian and they're afraid of the internet. So basically, it's the same thing as don't get in a stranger's car. Is don't make a YouTube account. They told my sisters the same thing, but they all got their own Instagrams. They got Finstas too. If you know what a Finsta is, that's a fake Insta, where they really shitpost. But yeah, I did that for YouTube. Okay. And that was my kind of rebel breaking through point, and I've been uploading videos ever since. This month's been great. I've had like 2 to 3 videos a week. absolutely smashing it with the algorithm right now. The most views I got on a Ramen Reality was 1,000, and the minimum has been 500, and it's been great. I'm super happy with it.
Oh man. So
But
okay,
Go
from the start from your YouTube career, what kind of videos did you post?
I've actually always done hardcore videos. The first 2 videos were just videos of or pictures that had turned into a video with a mix on it. It was a 10-minute mix because back in the day, the maximum upload for any YouTube video was 10 minutes. Then I got increased to 15, which the Happy Hardcore on Newmark mix track that or mix that I linked today in the chat, that got moved to 15, and then eventually it just became unlimited. But I started with 10-minute mixes and 15-minute mixes. And every now and then I do like a hard style or a dubstep. I was really ingrained with a label called Rough Beats at the time. Rough Beats is ran by DJ Trix, who has done some stuff with Searle, but he's also an Australian native. And I was one of their promo DJs where I just do stuff for their albums. So I'd make that, put it up. I did a little bit of fighting game stuff. I do some skits from school because when you were in high school in the 2010s, instead of doing any kind of, what is it called? Essay, you could do a video and that would count as a grade. So I have some of those uploaded there. I do vlogs, travel vlogs. So I have Katsucon 2020 in there. Every now and then I go to Disneyland and then I'll just vlog it for fun. I don't believe I vlogged SoccerCon, although I kind of did bring gear for it. I've just been kind of tired of it. I hate myself talking. Neka DJ over in the chat says, "Is there any genre you've wanted to play in Ramen Break but haven't had the time, chance, or plan to?" So Ramen Break is actually very specific. It's supposed to be Japanese-inspired hardcore, either made by Japanese people or inspired by Japanese manga, anime, games, that kind of thing. So a genre that I haven't represented with a hardcore flavor is pretty difficult. But if I were to ever do any kind of event, that's when I can branch out and do any genre. I still want to go all in on future funk. I really love future funk. So getting a future funk mix would just make me super happy.
Nice. So, yeah, okay, because for Ramen Break you also are also uploading on happyhardcore.com eventually, right?
Yes. So I'll upload the mix to happyhardcore.com. It gets put in the cycle. There was always an issue with happyhardcore.com with premiering episodes, which is why I actually slowed down. Every now and then I get a guest DJ and he'd promote it. He'd talk about it. He'd send all his friends the link, and then it wouldn't premiere on happyhardcore.com because it just didn't get scheduled correctly. And it's nothing to say about whoever's running it. It's just a super hard thing to run, an online radio like that. So eventually I got disillusioned. I don't know what the word is. I wasn't happy with it.
Discouraged,
So
maybe?
I stopped. Discouraged, I suppose. Where I just didn't want to get guest people on, because when you think about it, if you have your own radio show, when you have a guest DJ on, you just got to make that the best thing for that person of the whole year. That's like their highlight, is getting featured on Ramen Break. Yeah. But for me, I could bury this shit in the sand and play it for literally no one, and I'd be fine with it because it's my show. It's not necessarily about me. It's about making everyone else who participates in the brand and the genre and the radio show feel good. So I just couldn't bring myself to premiere on happyhardcore.com without it premiering on time or 10 minutes late or not at all. So eventually I just stopped taking guest mixes. But since I've transferred over to Twitch and started premiering them on J-Core Live with Neodash Zerox, it's been much better. I've gotten a lot more live reactions. If people actually show up and people give feedback and enjoy the mix, that's the goal. Therefore, I stopped premiering on happyhardcore.com and I just throw it in the rotation. So they've got about, let's say, 8 or so Ramen Breaks and Ramen Realities on rotation to kind of fill out their schedule. And they play randomly. So... Okay. At that point, it's like, you know, it gets pretty good traction, and I can't talk about the numbers on happyhardcore.com. It's actually still a secret, but I can tell you that it's a lot of people who still listen to that website. Even if no one talks about it, we get a lot of viewers and listeners.
Okay. So probably when my mix is played somewhere there, then people probably will leave.
Will leave?
Yeah,
You mean your
we-
ramen reality?
Yeah.
You got to send me the MP3 for that, by the way. I got the MP4 uploaded on YouTube today. It's now available. You can watch it now. But I need the MP3 version to upload, unless you want me to just take it from the video, which just doesn't sound like it's gonna retain its quality. So
I
you
can
should
send
to
it.
me.
No, but it's more like weren't they scared away from other peep kicks?
You didn't play any peep cakes, or barely. The real problem DJ Silver has on happyhardcore.com is actually talking. That's the one thing he hates, is if you talk over your mixes or do a podcast style, he'll actually like decline it, because he's trying to get people who are more into the studying and more into the background music kind of listeners than people who are like, all right guys, that was XXX with USAO, yeah, XXX. You know what I mean? So podcast styles are actually not allowed on happyhardcore.com.
So you're not even allowed to mention, hey, this is D-Tor, and today we are doing a mix for happyhardcore.com. So glad, I hope you
You
all
can-
enjoy. And then
You can intro, but you cannot talk over the rest of the mix. So, for
okay.
example, the mix that I'm going to submit just says, "Hey boys, you're listening to happyhardcore.com," and then it goes into that. That's
Okay.
about it.
Okay, that's
You know?
allowed.
That's my intro. I use Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy for that intro, by the way.
Nice. So yeah, with YouTube you have 800 videos
Yep.
in 13 years.
Yep.
Oh man, that's quite a lot. Oh man.
And the fun thing is, I'm a music channel, so about 97% of it is demonetized.
Yeah, I know everything about that.
Yeah,
Demonetized
you
on
get
YouTube.
nothing.
I know everything about it.
Nothing.
So yeah, Jesus. There was a question in my head, but I kind of forgot what it was. Jesus. Oh, what? Oh man, it was an important question that I wanted to ask, but I.
You'll figure it out.
Oh man, I forgot. Oh, hopefully, hopefully later the question will pop up again. So, but yeah. Okay, we already talked about some future plans. Do you maybe have some future bookings that you can talk about?
Just the one in this week, which is Subversive. Subversive is known for doing Does It Bang, which plays a lot of hardcore up-tempo stuff. And just, hey, is this a good song to play in a kind of a club setting? And that's kind of how they field it. So the people who run Does It Bang is going to be throwing Subversive. It's going to be at the Bricks 5181 in Oakland, which is a very shady area, by the way. But they recently had P. Kitty, Dag. They get some pretty decent people, hardcore people who play there. And this is going to be my first time, so you can catch me on Friday. I'll be playing either upstairs or downstairs. I do not know yet, but I'm going to be playing just absolutely fucking wild J-core. I'm just going to go crazy with it. If it bangs, it's going to bang, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah. I suddenly remember what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
So I was so amazed seeing your videos with your gear.
My stuff.
Yeah. One of the first time that I saw the videos with your gear, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I think the first time you actually saw it was one of your JCLs, right?
Yeah. I was like, how the hell can one have so much gear? It was like a whole light setup, a whole DJ deck, full with Morgan pictures and stuff, big gear, big boy gears, and yeah. What kind of gear do you have in the studio?
In my studio, I have a Razer laptop, It's wired through the DDJ1000, the Pioneer. On the bottom here is the Newmark NS7 3. I run the iPad, and any lighting goes through the inherent boxes that it uses. As for the lighting, I have Chauvet rotoscope, 4 Intimidator Scan 110s, some Yeesight power lights that are also UVs. Those are pretty basic. I have the Gig Bar 2, and then attached to that is the Intimidator Duo. On this left one, it's more scans, more powers. That's a crap one. I don't use that much often. But then I have the XS600, which is a really cool 360 spinning light. And then I have right here a Swarm 5X. This is the Chauvet bubble haze. It shoots haze inside of bubbles. So when the bubbles pop, the fog comes out of it.
Oh, awesome. Wait,
And then underneath
you allowed
that-
to do that in your apartment?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh.
Is there a certain thing that it's kind of doing a red flag? Because as long as haze is different from fog, haze won't set off the fire alarm if it's a
okay.
good fire alarm. So I can actually fill this place up. I can hotbox this place and it would be fine. It's just money because each gallon of fluid is like $30. So if you want to spend the money, go for it. And then right underneath, I actually have a real fog machine that does legit fog, but it takes dry ice. So it's low-lying fog, kind of like hollow or Halloween fog. So it's only on the floor. If you don't do that, it'll fill the whole room. But haze is the best for doing performances because it lets the light penetrate it, it diffuses it, and then you can get a bunch of nice lasers and stuff, which is kind of what you see a lot.
Oh man. So, but like the fog and the haze, doesn't like damage your stuff on the floor?
The fog and the haze does not damage the stuff on the floor, but it can get a little sticky because the bubbles are definitely soaked.
Oh,
If you heard any of that,
yeah. Well, we heard sort of.
sorry, I forgot to put the mic on to the right. But yeah, the haze is definitely it soaps things around it, makes it all sticky, but that's about it. It doesn't necessarily damage it. I actually had a bunch of Future Funk vinyl underneath it in a box, and the box got all sticky, but the Future Funk vinyl is fine.
Okay, good.
Shoot, I got a bunch of vinyl too.
So, yeah, J-Co releases. Do you have like some CDs in your collection, or is most digitally?
It's mostly digital. I did want to get into the whole J-Core CD collecting game, but I had a bad first experience. So the first one I did was jcore.biz. I don't know if you remember that website, but
I
that's where
definitely
you got
remember that site.
physical. Yeah, that's where you got physical ones. I bought one off of there. It was Bastard Pop Terrorists 15. It had the Native American girl in a bikini on it, and I ordered it. It didn't show up until I moved, so it got sent to my last address, and then I just went to the ether, and it's just gone. So at that point, I'm like, screw that! I'm gonna start downloading stuff. So as far as CDs go, I barely have any, but I do have mostly digital, and the CD that I do have is also digital. I just bought Hyper Night 3, and that's a really good album that I have physically. So that's one of the maybe 2 CDs I have that are J-Core.
Okay. At least you can start somewhere. No, but with the jcore.biz, when you ordered the CD, how long did it took before it came to your house?
3 months.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, and by that time I moved away. So once I lost $50 and was just out, I was like, I don't want to buy it anymore.
Yeah, that was the thing with jcore.biz. They usually send a package after 2 months, and then it would take another month because it traveled through the ground. It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper, but bad experience. It kind of just stops you from doing things again, you know?
Yeah.
And plus, I don't even know where to buy CDs nowadays. I believe Diverse Direct is what you get J-Core from now overseas.
Hardcore Tano-c.
Yeah.
I Oasis, you can also get some.
But like Hardcore Tano-c, for example, they do all their releases digital. Why not just buy it off of that?
Yeah, yeah, it can. Because some people like to have. Oh, shit! Almost. Some people want to have it like physically in their hands.
Nice job. But you're right. You're right. Yeah, some people like to do it physically, but on the other hand, I'm really embraceful of the new technologies in the DJ world. So one of the newer technologies that DJing world have done is Dropbox. So if you have a library on Dropbox, you could stream from it straight to your DJ decks via Rekordbox. And like, sure, it requires an internet connection, but man, the convenience there is so nice. So once I get my collection cleaned up on Rekordbox, because I'm slowly going through it, and getting all the IDT3 tags just in correct, I'll be moving over to Dropbox, putting it all in there so that I can go through with playing it on my DJ decks. I know the Den and DJ SC Live 4 can do it. I know Rekordbox does it. So just why not use those services as they're coming out? And yes, NECA, you can.
So recently, you bought the Denon deck, the SC Live.
Yep.
How is that compared with the DDJ 1000?
With the DDJ 1000, the only thing you're really giving up on for the SC Live is the tactile pads. The performance pads that you use, which not everyone does use, is actually a button and not a pad. So you can't just tap it. You have to push into it to hear the click. I hate that part. But other than that, it's a very solid, very clean deck. I did a couple house parties with it already. I did a video with it already. And I'm very happy with the purchase. I love the speakers that are built in. I was really considering bringing it to SoccerCon, but I'd have to bring it in like a case and it could have gotten damaged in the flight. You know, it's just horrible. But it's definitely a party in the box. There's no lighting, but who cares, you know? You get the sound, you get access to Rekordbox and Serato because it does both, and it's standalone. Engine OS is amazing. It just checks all the bells and whistles, and the effects are decent too. There's onboard effects for the mixer and then effects for the CDJs themselves, or the left and right decks.
Resetter, thank you very much for the 70-month subscription. Woo! So yeah, last weekend at my gig, I played with Denon DJ Prime 2, and
How'd you like it?
and a couple of months ago, I also played on a Denon DJ Prime 4 with my gig in Helsinki. So I'm a Rekordbox user, and everything is set on Rekordbox, but for some reason, I don't really like to transition to engine, is because my cue points and I call it the check marks doesn't doesn't transfer correctly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it didn't do it right.
Yeah. So that was already a thing, and the other one is I cannot just put in my USB stick and play from the USB stick. I need to transfer all the music into the drive, and that's what I also don't really like.
The SC Live can play off of USB sticks. You could just plug it in like it was a CDJ and just go.
No, it is.
Yeah, I mean it's in the back of it, but yeah, it works the same.
Okay, but it's not like the Prime that you need to load into the internal drive.
No, I believe the Prime is older, and actually with the SC Live 4, despite it being cheaper, it's got a better processor in it, and it's got the most up to date engine OS. You never know; those gigs that you played, they might have not updated the engine OS, which is why it did stuff like that. But I have not had any problems like that, where all my Rekordbox cues just transferred seamlessly to Dan and DJ's engine OS.
Okay, because last year in the summer I played with a Denon DJ Prime 4. it felt good how to play with the thing. It was clear. It was a little bit different than with Pioneer decks, but you pretty much get used to it. But the thing is, yeah, I had a lot of Q points set for my set, and nothing got transferred. I was like, so then I needed to manually touch the manually, how you call it,
Set the key points.
set the Q point. Now I didn't even have time to set the Q point, so I just manually spin to where it needs to be, and then just play from there.
That always makes me super anxious. That's why I want to go to sound checks and just make sure my USBs work beforehand, because man, that's a scary feeling.
Mm, it's not really a scary feeling because I can play without any Q points because this is how I learn. But it's more the fact that I came there with the preparation. Yeah, I'm going to play with the DJs, and just I put my stick in there, all my Q points is there, and I can do fast mixes. And I was there like, oh, okay, how does this work? So luckily I got to play beforehand for 5 minutes, but I didn't have the time to set all the Q points. So,
Yeah, that's
but
wild.
so but with the SC, what is it, the SC2?
SC Life 2 and SC Life 4. The 4 is actually better than the 2. I would have gotten the 2 because I don't need 4 channels, but there's actually some physical differences that made me go towards the 4.
Okay, but okay. Compared to the 1000, is it better or is not better or is totally different?
It's different. It's always use case. But if you're gonna have me perform on one, I'd still pick the DJJ 1000 over the SC Live 4. Simply because when you use the DDJ, you have to use a laptop, so you get access to the extra features, meaning the screen, you get access to the sampler, you get access to the cue points and the effects. I am a big fan of pad effects, by the way, so I use those a lot. And I know what they are on the DDJ 1000 for the SC Light 4. You kind of got to look a little bit, and you can still do the same thing, but at that point, why bother? But there is a new button on the SC Light 4. It's like an auto loop. If you were to engage it, it's a big fat knob. If you click it down and engage it, it does either an 8-bar or a 16-bar loop automatically. And then as you rotate it left and right, it'll get bigger or smaller. And I use that on the SC Light 4 to really just play with the loops, which it's fun. So I guess if I were to choose, I'd still choose the DDJ 1000, but the SC Light 4 is still manageable.
Okay. What do you think about the Opus Quad?
I hate it. I believe you said something about liking it, and at my point, I'm just like, aesthetically, it's not for me. It's not giving me any features that I need. I already have an all-in-one. Needing an all-in-one is never something I've really looked for because I have laptops that can just run. So, and then I don't need the price tag. So why get that? But, to Pioneer's credit, at the same time of releasing the Opus Quad, they released the FLX10, and that is a unit that I actually do want. So it's not that Pioneer doesn't know how to sell their products. It's just they didn't sell that one on to me.
Oh, man. Seriously, the first moment that I saw the Opus Quad, I said, oh, man, I fell in love with it. The thing.
Well, you got to change your goal there. It says 2,000 euro. Don't you need like 3,500 to afford the Opus Quad?
Yeah, that's the only thing that is stopping me because I am not paying 3,500 euros for that thing.
Yeah.
But seriously, if that was like 2,500, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Seriously, but 3,500 is just way too much.
I'm trying to be more responsible when it comes to spending because, as you can tell from my gear, I just tend to do it. So I could still buy the FLX10 if I wanted to, but I really should sell what I have before I buy what I want.
That is responsible.
It's called being responsible. I mean, currently in this house there are 4 DJ decks, and I bought some for friends entirely. So like,
But for friends or
My-
from friends?
4 friends. I bought one of my friends the Mix Track 3 just for fun. Said, here, take it. And this was like 6 years ago.
Oh man.
So, I've never been really responsible with money as far as DJ decks go. So I'm trying to try something new and actually sell what I have before I buy something.
Okay.
DJM 900 NXS2 set for less than 2k euros in good shape. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I really love CDJ 3000s though. They've got that sick beat jump feature, which I love.
I at SakuraCon I played with the 3000s for the first time, and I was like, "What?"
I'm sure you liked it.
I loved it. But the thing
Yeah.
is, at my work, I also have 3000s, and I still haven't played with it yet.
That's funny.
So yeah,
I played with 3000s for the first time at a gig in San Francisco, and dude, I freaking loved it too.
it's so responsive, so fast, and everything loads up like.
It's butter. It's like cooking and eating butter.
But oh my god, that's even more expensive. Like
I actually don't know how expensive those are. How expensive are 3000s?
I think one deck is already 2100.
Oh, I was gonna guess $3,000.
Oh, Jars is saying 2.7.
euro?
Holy
euro?
shit!
Yeah, so I guess 2,500 US dollars. No thanks. Beat jump isn't that important to me.
Let's see. CDJ 3000. Let's see, how much does it cost here in the Netherlands? Oh, okay. So it is 2,599, and delivery time is unknown. Shit. So you can also buy a whole set, DJ's 3000 2 times and the DJM V10 for 8,400 euros. And also delivery time unknown. And I see here also Pioneer DJJ 3000 6 times and DJM V10 for 18,000 euros.
Yeah, that's someone who needs to just buy stuff for a festival.
But why
So, of
6
course they're gonna
decks?
buy it.
Holy shit.
I don't know, man. I've seen it though. I'm only using 1.5 because I pre-record everything.
Man. I don't know if you know Akatsuki. Have you ever heard of DJ Akatsuki?
I have. I've worked with the Katsuki on a couple projects.
Oh, okay.
Ramen Dreams.
So,
Plus, they do Un's Time, right?
yeah, true. So I saw him playing live in Helsinki last year, and Akatsuki literally uses all the decks, and I was like, dude, jealous.
If you have the mental capacity to juggle more than 2 decks, you're a god.
Yeah, that's why I want. That's why I want to have 4 decks, because I want to try.
I mean,
It can work on some.
it can work, but what are you really doing? Like there's a difference between DJing and turntablism. So if you're a turntablist, use the 6 decks all you want. But if you're a DJ playing for a crowd that needs to enjoy the music rather than just smacking them with a bunch of different songs, to each their own.
Yeah. No, because I know a lot of Machina artists uses 3 or 4 decks. Technically spoken,
They probably have like loops, or well, Machina does a lot of vocal samples, so they're just probably using those as loops.
yeah. And you also have those real DJs that only use one channel.
You mean like Guetta? Who gets paid like twice our mortgage in one damn fucking one gig?
Yeah. So yeah, looking at the time, let's go over to the next 2. Wait, no, not yet. Yeah, still looking at the time. We really do need to stop in a few minutes. So
problem.
I guess this is it for today with D-Tor. Yeah, the thing is, at SuckerCon, I talked quite a lot with D-Tor, had lots of fun, and yeah, seeing the chemistry what we have here today as well, it's just genuine, and yeah, we can keep on going this for like the next 10 hours. But
Yeah, I bought you spaghetti. Why don't you answer my calls, man?
oh man, only if you spoon again.
You eat spaghetti with the spoon? No, I'm kidding.
No, wait, you're the spaghetti and I'm the spoon.
You ever see those people who eat spaghetti with 2 spoons? They kind of just put it together.
Yeah, I have seen those people in a
Oh
restaurant.
yeah. I see what we're talking about here.
Oh man. So yeah, D-Tor, thank you very much for joining in today's show. It's a real honor to have you here at J-Core Live.
Thank you.
Of course, you can catch D-Tor every time on Twitch because he probably works from home, I guess.
No, I work in an office. I drive over there, but I try and stream on Wednesdays and Sundays. But I've been skipping Sundays because I'm lazy. But I do try and get Wednesdays.
Sundays is for church.
Yeah, well, it's also for streaming sometimes.
So definitely go catch D-Tor on Wednesdays. Sadly, I can not always catch D-Tor because it's always streaming on the times that I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I try and go 6 to 8 p.m. PST. And if J-Core Live usually starts at 11 a.m. for me, that's 7 hours from when you start J-Core Live.
Yeah.
So whatever time that is for you, because I'm pretty sure it's
That's-
nighttime. But you can see the sun in my house, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't know what time it is. It's over there.
It's now a 11:15 on my time.
11:15. You kind of see it. Yeah.
So yeah, if you're streaming, then it's usually like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah.
You're 9 hours from me then,
So
Damn.
yeah, and on that time I I need to wake up at 6, so I can never really follow your streams. But if I can,
Don't
I
worry.
definitely will. But
Don't worry about it. They're always archived on YouTube, so you can watch the VOD there.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely go follow D-Tor on Twitch. He goes live. You can also follow Ramen Break every Tuesday here in this in this show. Oh, and Jarson, no, sorry, I haven't seen that. You are VIP. Ah, Jarson, I feel so sorry for you that you were wasting so much time here on the stream. Let's see. VIP. Jarson. Wait,
You one of the questions you asked me today was what to expect for Ramen Break 170. I do have to say I took about 3 tracks from Jarson's mixes, so you'll hear them in there.
Okay. So. Oh, Jars is saying, huh?
Yeah. Hey man, you listen to other DJs, you get tracks, and you go, "That's a cool track. I'm gonna play it." That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, that is definitely how it goes. Because D-Tor, when he played for Summer Wave, I think it was Summer Wave, he played 2 how you call it music style again? 2 vaporwave tracks from
One was Regulators. I'm
from
pretty sure.
Baman. Is it Baman or Bamat? So something like that. But it was with Regulators, and I was, oh damn, I really love this track. And apparently I also have it already.
Yeah,
A year before, but I never knew I had it, and I was like, oh son, nice. So yeah, Jarson, congratulations on becoming a VIP. I will add you to the VIP list on Discord in a couple of minutes. So yeah, for now we need to say goodbye to D-Tor for now. Like I said, you can catch him every Wednesdays on his Twitch channel. You can go follow him on the YouTube channels. Yeah, please post the links on Twitch. Yeah, and you can also catch D-Tor every now and then on DKDTPR.
I missed. I think that's my link tree. Hold on, let me double check.
DK.
Yeah, that's it.
the Drift King.
Oh, I played the DK rap once and I sped it up and put the hardcore kick under it. It was fun. Anyway,
Oh, nice.
continue.
So we'll definitely invite D-Tor again for a future Jake Live show. Yeah, go follow his socials. Go check him out tomorrow at Ramen Break. Yeah, D-Tor, thank you very much for joining in today's show. Thank you very much for being part of the family. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Any last words to all the listeners here?
Keep it hardcore, keep it J-core, support the artists, support the hardcore scene, buy your music, don't file share stuff. And thanks for tuning in as always.
Yeah. And nobody is allowed to spoon him except for me.
Well, buddy, I don't know, but if you're like a really pretty girl and also a really tall pretty girl, we could probably have that conversation later.
I can be a pretty girl for you.
Are you like sneaky? Can you really do it? Where's the redeem here in your Twitch where I can put you in a maid outfit? I don't see nothing. All I see is a VIP membership. Come on, you got to give your followers something to spend his points on. Or
I know, but I don't know what. That's the problem.
Exactly. You put yourself in a maid outfit. You do, I don't know. How about merch redeems? You ever do that? Like you can use your points to buy some stickers or something.
There are a lot of people with a lot of points nowadays. So if people will redeem, I will be get really poor very fast. And our post service is really expensive.
Okay, well, you'll think of something, I'm sure.
Definitely.
There's always the soundboard option. In my own streams, you can redeem points to just put stuff in over the mix. So it's usually air horns or some stupid quote.
Yeah,
I
did
Obi-Wan
it in the
Kenobi.
past, and people complain. So
People complain.
Yeah,
Dude,
people
you need to
complain,
figure something out.
I will.
You got this.
I must.
know you got this.
So
'Cause
D-Tor,
there's literally nothing in your points.
no, I know, but it will come. But D-Tor, once again, thank you very much for joining in today's show. To the rest, stick around because we still have 3 more tracks to go. I'm going to play 2, one last segment of mine, and then we're ending the show. So let's listen to USAO with Awesome My New Kick, and then USAO Tano-c Mega Mix. Let's go. No, this is the wrong one. Go.
はい。というわけで始まりました。ここは楽しいプレゼンツ楽しいストリームです。
So those were two tracks. The first one was Awesome, My New Kick, and then USAO with Tano-c and Mega Mix. So we still have one more track to go, and then we are also going to call it for the night. Yeah, today we have been listening to, let's cover this up, to USAO Best. It's a 2 CD release. And we only had CD 1 for now. Next week we'll be doing CD 2, where we are going to listen to the rest of the CD, of course. But so far, this is definitely a solid album. What we also had today was an interview with DJ D-Tor. Yeah, is such an amazing person, and I hope everybody also loved the interview that we had with D-Tor. Other than that, don't really have so much to add. And tomorrow is
There's a ramen place in the city. Girl working there is so damn pretty. I fall for her harder every day. I came for the hardcore sound, but I stay for the best noodles in town. Served to me by my dream girl. It's ramen break.
so tomorrow we have another episode of Ramen Break. With this month's chef, we have DJ D-Tor spinning and cooking up the freshest beats that the J-core world and hardcore world in general has to offer. So hopefully see you all tomorrow at the same time as J-core Live started today. At least for me, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. But go check out the Twitch timeline downstairs if you scroll down. Other than that, I will do a sort of announcement on Discord in a couple of days, probably Wednesday or Thursday, because we are starting with something new starting from next week. So yes, next week Tuesday we are also going live, but what is it going to be? If you have been into Twitch the last few 2 weeks, I think I already briefly talked a little bit about it, but come over to our Discord server where I am going to post an announcement in a few days, so that you can know what the plans are. So if you haven't done so yet, come follow, like, subscribe at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We also have a spreadshirt for your merchandise. Discord is also over there. And if you want to financially support me even more, there's also a Patreon up and running at the links, linktree/Neodash Zerox. Or you can also type in jcore.live in your browser, and that's exactly the same link. Also, as you can see here, I am saving up for a DJ deck in the future. The timeline goes up until the end of the year, so there's a lot of time. So then at least you know what I'm saving up for as well. Other than that, there's nothing else more to add. That I want to do a quick shout out to other chatters in here. And how it works is Resetted Let 2000, Trouts, Jarson Luprin, DJ D-Tor, Antique. And also to all you lurkers out there, thank you very much for joining here in today's show. Definitely hope everybody enjoyed today, as I really enjoyed it as well. Also, thanks to Holy80 and thanks for Mr. Lonsdale for still saying thanks here. And Mr. Lonsdale, not thank you for the pain that you threw at me, but one thing is sure, you did had a great impact.
J-Core.